Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video on the Theseshbox. Today we are talking about the NFC. We finally got into the NFC. Of course we did. Just went through the natural progression of things. But today, no, we are talking about the NFC North, to be exact. Mr. Dan Campbell's ball sack up here. So division's pretty good. This division was pretty good last year. So I don't know. Without further ado, I guess let's just get into it. No bullshit. So I'm Augustin Guido. This is the Theseshbox, and welcome to my uneducated. That's what this is. Way too early. Schedule predictions for the AA and AFC, NFC North. Anyways, let's start off with the Detroit Lions. It is a lion. You guys went 9-8 last year. Had a winning record. I mean, your entire division had winning records because you were last in your division, but you missed the playoffs. So we'll see how that goes this year. Let's go. First game is at the Saints. I have you guys beating the Saints, of course, no brainer. You know what I mean. Week 2, you're at the Bills. You're probably gonna lose. You're gonna be 1-1. Then you're gonna play the Jets. I think you beat the Jets. You play the Panthers in week 4 at the Carolina. I think you guys beat the Panthers. You guys play Arizona. You guys beat Arizona. You go into your bye week. You're 4-1. 4-1 in your bye week with the team you have. If Jared Goff is throwing good consistently, you guys could open up the season 4-1 in your week 6 bye, which is kind of bad because it's so early in the season. You know what I mean? So it's like, you guys got to play a lot of fucking football after this. A lot of fucking football. But hey, Dan Campbell's ball sack can hold out. I think you guys will get there in the end. So you got a week 6 bye. You're going to come off and play the Packers in week 7. You're going to lose that game. I think the Packers are going to be hitting on cylinders. You're coming off a week of rest. Don't think it's going to be the same. Then you play the Vikings. I have you guys winning the Vikings in week 8. Then you're at the Dolphins. I think you guys win that one. Then you go week 10, 6-2, going into the Pats. Give me the Detroit Lions. Give me Eminem. Detroit, what? You know what I'm saying? Give me the fucking Detroit Lions. Then you guys go into the Bucks in week 11, 7-2. You're probably going to win that one. You play the Bears in week 12, 8-2. It's a pretty good schedule. I think that's why you guys are going to win so many in a row. After win, if you rattle off enough wins, enough momentum gets built up. But we'll see. Of course. You play the Bears in week 12. Have you guys winning that? You go to Atlanta Falcons. Week 13, you're at Atlanta. 9-2 going that game. You're going to win that one. You're going to win against the Titans next week. You're 11-2 week 15 going into the Vikings at Minnesota. I have you guys losing that one. Vikings will get a couple over you guys. It's not going to be a complete shit show over there. I mean, they still have J.J. McCarthy and Kyler Murray, but it's... You know, it is what it is. And Jawan Jennings. But I don't think the Minnesota Vikings are that good of a team. I don't think they're better than you guys. I just think they're going to get, they get over you at least once, right? Then you play the Giants. I think the Giants in week 16 is going to be fucking rolling. So, and I think this is where having a week 6 bye week towards the end of the having a bye such early in the season is going to affect you late in the season. So I do think you're going to lose to the Giants. Then you're going to go and play the Bears in week 17. You're 11-4. I think you're going to lose to the Bears in week 17 because, again, you guys are depleted. You know what I mean? But you guys do play the Packers in Lambeau. The last 2 games are away, by the way. So not only do you have to play all these games, your last 2 games are away. But then you play the Packers in Lambeau. I think you guys lose that. I think you guys lose 4 straight games at the end of the season. I think it's just a lot that you guys have to play from week 6 till now, or until the end of the season. So I have you guys going 11-6. Pretty good from last year. Went 9-8 to 11-6. A couple more wins. Hey, you're in the playoffs. So that's always a good thing. Next person on my list is the Minnesota Vikings. Week 1, you guys start about last year. You went 9-8 last year, but I mean, your schedule this year might be harder than the schedule you had last year. Man, J.J. McCarthy is going to be in his second full year. Let's see how you do. I don't think personally he did that good last year, but I mean, it is what it is. So we'll see what he does this year. Anyways, you guys play the Packers week 1. I'm going to give you guys that. I'm going to think you guys are going to start pretty strong off at the start of the year. But, I mean, then you're at the Bears in Chicago. I think you guys are losing that one. Then you're going to be at the Bucks in Tampa. I think you're going to lose that one. And then you come home and you play the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are going to get you there. I don't think it's going to be a very good stretch for you guys to start. But, hey, you're at the Saints. I think you guys can pick up wins against the Saints. Saints are going to be as bad as you guys. You guys are kind of all over the place. Really don't have a defense, but I digress. Colts, then you're in your bye week, week 6. Now you're going to have the same problem the Lions did. You're going to win games, but later down the stretch, you're going to get tired. But anyways, let's continue going. I have you winning against the Colts in week 7 at home. Then you play... I don't know who the fuck you play there. Yeah, that's when you play the 49ers in Mexico. I think you guys are going to lose that game, of course. But no, I do think you guys are going to lose to the 49ers in Mexico. I think you're going to lose to the Bills. I mean, no brainer, right? Then you got the Packers. I think you guys shoot the Packers this year. I know. I think they're good, but I think they always slip up against you guys. So I have you guys beating the Packers twice. Oh no, it wasn't the 49ers. I don't know, fucking Lions. Oh, at the Lions week 8. Yeah, no mind. I fucked up. I can't read it. I didn't write it down well. But no, at the Lions week 8, you guys are going to lose that. You're going to lose to the Packers. You'll lose. Oh no, you're going to lose to the Bills. You're going to beat the Packers in week 10. Go 4-5, week 11 at the 49ers. You guys are going to lose in Mexico. I think the Niners have a great team this year. I don't think a lot of people are talking about it. 4-6 going into week 12 against the Atlanta Falcons. You guys will win them. You're a better team than Atlanta. You're 5-6 going into week 13 against the Panthers. I have you losing because the Panthers are going to catch hot right at the end of the season like they always do. 5-7 going into week 14 at the Pats. You're probably going to lose that one against the Patriots. I mean, week 15, the Lions are kind of already on a kind of roll, so I think they're going to beat you guys in week 15. You have the Commanders week 16, which I do think you guys win. Then you have the Jets, which I think you guys win there too. And then you have the Bears. No, I don't. Actually, I lied. Don't have you beating the Jets. I think I gave the Jets a pity win. So the Jets beat you guys week 17. Then you play the Bears in your week 18. You lost. You're 6-11. 6-11. Wow, the Vikings haven't performed that bad, but I mean that's what I have for you. It was kind of all over the place, but no, I have. So here, I'll just redo it. I have you beating the Packers week 1, losing to the Bears and Bucks, and Dolphins from week 2 to 4. So your record then would be 2-2. You play the Saints, you're 3-2. You're going into your bye week 6. You come out, you're playing the. No, you're 2-3. You're playing in your bye. You go to the Colts. You win there. You're 3-3. Lose to the Lions. You're 3-4. You lose to the Bills. You're 3-5. You win against the Packers twice, but the first time you're 4-5. Then you play the 49ers. I have you losing the 49ers. You play Atlanta. I have you winning Atlanta. You're 5-6. Then you lose to the Panthers. Lose to the Pats. Lose to the Lions. And then lose to the Jets and Bears, which puts you at 6-11, but you beat the Commanders. So you're 6-11, you missed the playoffs, but hey, you build a nice defense, maybe you can win against some of the teams in your division. You just gotta realize the teams in your divisions have offenses, and they have damn good offenses. Not saying the Vikings don't have a damn good offense, because they do, but your defense isn't really gonna be handling what the other people are packing. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. So there's that. I mean, if J.J. McCarthy can ball out, that's crazy. That'd be crazy. I'd bet for J.J. McCarthy if I was a Vikings fan. Because, hey, dude, you never know, right? These guys always have one in amazing seasons. Anyways, so the next people we got on the list are the Green Bay Packers. Old cheeseheads. They went 9-7-1 last year and made the playoffs. Lost in the wild card against the Bears. Anyways, week 1, you guys play the Vikings at Vikings. I have you guys losing that. Not a very good start to the season, but hey. Is that right? Yeah. But hey, Jordan Love always starts slow, but he can rack up wins. You got being Jets in Atlanta in week 2 and 3. You're going to the Bucks in Tampa Bay 2-1. You're gonna lose to the Buccaneers because Buccaneers always start off hot with Baker. You're gonna be 2-2 going into the Bears. I have you guys winning the Bears week 5. Now, next you go to the Cowboys. You got Cowboys week 6. You guys beat the Cowboys easily. At Lions in Detroit, I think you guys beat Detroit. I think you guys handle them. Panthers, boom. I think you guys handle the Panthers in week 8. Don't think the Panthers will be at the level that they will be towards the end of the season like usual. Then you guys go and play the Pats at home. I think you guys beat the Pats. Then I feel like you guys always have your slip-up games. So you're 7-2 going into the Vikings week 10. This is where I think you guys have your slip-up. Packers, for every 10 good things they do, in some games, they play down the competition and they'll win. I think you guys lose to the Vikings. As an upset to the Vikings, you go into your bye 7-3. You come out, you play the Rams and LA. I do think you guys lose to the Rams. But then you go 7-4 into week 13 against the Saints in New Orleans. I think you guys win that game. Then you guys go into week 14, 8-4 against the Bills. I think you guys beat the Bills. It's at home in Green Bay. It's probably going to be cold. You guys, Green Bay is probably going to be rocking late season with your guys' record. You got the Dolphins. See you guys being the Dolphins, and then you hit a stretch. Now you gotta go play. You're 10-4 right now. You gotta go play the Bears in Chicago. You guys are probably gonna lose that one. Coming off that loss, you guys are probably gonna lose to the Texans late in the season, week 17. I know they're coming to Lambeau, but they're probably gonna be making a playoff push of some sort, and I think C.J. Stroud can get it done. I also, because he always does get into the playoffs and he plays like shit in the playoffs. It's kind of funny, but I digress. In week 18, you have the Lions. I do see you guys beating the Lions to end the year. So 11-6, you guys aren't looking too bad. I don't think you guys are going to win the division, but 11-6 is a good record to be in the playoffs. Hey, you might have some optimism if you're a Packers fan. And now, something nobody thought would happen. But it happened last year, and we got to talk about it because they got a good team. But without further ado, let me introduce the reigning, defending NFC North champion. The Chicago Bears. With a record of 11-6 last year, they won the division. They lost in the divisional round to the Rams, unfortunately. They're 13 I just gave up my number. Anyways, no matter. At the first week, you're at the Ravens you're playing the Panthers. Playing the Panthers week 1 in Carolina. I think you guys get it done. I think the momentum from last season plus Caleb Williams throwing. The only way you guys lose is if Caleb Williams gets hurt. Week 2 against the Vikings. Think you guys eat them up. Then you're playing the Eagles week 3. Do think you guys get past the Eagles. Jalen Brown's not going to have, Jalen Hurts isn't going to have A.J. Brown. So, I mean, if he could catch it anyways. Then you guys play the Jets. That's an easy win for you guys week 4. You guys are going to beat them. You're 4-0 going to the Packers week 5 at Green Bay. I think you guys are going to lose that. You started off hot, but hey, Green Bay always pulls one over on you guys. I mean, they are your daddy. Even though in the past couple seasons, you guys have beat them, but hey, they still own you because Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre. But I digress. You're going to go to Atlanta week 6. You guys are going to eat them. No brainer. 5-1 going to week 7. Pats are coming to Chicago. You guys winning that one. Then you're playing Seattle in the CenturyLink in Seattle. I see you guys losing that. I think Seattle's 12 is too big to overcome. I also do think the Seattle is going to be okay. They're going to be, not going to be as good as last year, but either be okay. I think with the 12 behind them, they get that done. Next game, you're going to week 9, 6-2 against the Bucks. You're going to win that. And you have your bye week 10, which is a terrific bye, 7-2. You get a little bit of break, but you also have enough to where you have 8 games left to where you can get some momentum before the the postseason. But anyways, Saints. You play the Saints coming out of your bye week 11. I think you guys are going to win that. I think you guys go to Detroit week 12. I think you guys are going to lose to the Lions that week. I do think the Lions will get you there. But, hey, you guys got another opportunity to beat them coming up. Week 13 against the Jags. I do think this is one of the games where Jags are going to be mediocre. I think it's right close to postseason. So, Trevor Lawrence has his Tisms attack. Week 14, you have the Dolphins. Think you guys are going to beat the Dolphins. Think Dolphins are going to be completely depleted by the end of the season. You could, even though you're at Miami. Then you play the Bills at Buffalo. You guys are probably going to lose that. Late game in Buffalo, it's probably going to be packing there. They're going to be great. So, yeah, no, I think you guys lose that one. Packers, you play week 16. A rematch of your what's it called? Week 5, your week 5 matchup. So, and I think and your wild card, of course. I think you guys win that. You guys win late in the season. Caleb Williams gets done. Proven to be clutch. Week 17 against the Lions. Do you think you beat the Lions? Then you're at the Vikings, Minnesota at the end of the season. 12-4 going into week 18 in Minnesota. I think you win. You have 3 division opponents winning, giving you guys this momentum boost to go into the postseason, which, hell, this could be one of the years that the Bears win the Super Bowl again. I mean, if you have the right momentum, you're going in 13-4. I mean, if you get the best record in the NFC, you only got to play 3 games. So, I think that is pretty good. So, what do I have here at the end of it? Just a recap of what I think the NFC North is going to go. I have the Bears in first place winning the division again. We're 13-4. The Lions are going to be 11-6. I also think the Packers are going to go 11-6, with the odd one out being the Vikings, of course, 6-11. So, I think you guys do actually what the NFC West did last year, which is they ended up getting 3 playoff teams into the 3 playoff teams out of their 4 teams in their division into the playoffs. I think that's what happens here this year. You guys are pretty banging, and I think the NFL is going to be pretty good this year with a lot of good teams. So as far as that, I think that's it for me. I think all you gotta do is make a goddamn thumbnail, and I'm done. I want to thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, let me know. I know I'm trying to come up with more jokes, trying to come up with more things. Give me a little bit. I'm working on this, so yeah, I know. Okay, but hey, I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers so I can start live streaming. Change the scenery real quick, but hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, like, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers so I can live stream on Saturdays is what I want to start doing. So, and go follow all the other socials. It's Theseshbox at X, Instagram, Twitch. I'm going to try to live stream here soon, probably at night is when I'm going to try to live stream. So I'll let you guys know. Stay tuned for that, and like I said, subscribe, like, share it with your friends, get it out there. So, anyways, hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow in the next one. Peace.